Welcome to the 4th Congressional District Candidates Forum. My name is Marguerite Reinberger. This forum is sponsored by the Stillwater Gazette. There are 3 candidates vying for this position, and they are in alphabetical order. Independence Party endorsed Steve Carlson, Republican endorsed candidate Tony Hernandez, and DFL endorsed candidate Betty McCollum.
Thank you. Thank you for coming out to this debate. This is a very exciting time. We're just 2 weeks away from the election, and you came here to hear from us about our visions for the families of the 4th District. A little bit about me. I grew up and raised my children in the 4th District. In fact, my kids went to North St. Paul High School, and my son was on the swim team, so I used to get up very early in the morning to drive over to the pool here so he could have swim time. And just what a wonderful community Stillwater is in the 4th District. We've got a choice in this election. This choice can be about going forward and investing in our families and working our way out of this difficult decision on how to balance our deficit and balance our family's needs. Or we can continue with the same failed policies of the past. So I'm here today to answer your questions and to talk about how I believe that we can move our families forward and create a stronger economy for the East Metro.
Thank you, Tony.
My fellow citizens, welcome to the new 4th Congressional District, and thank you for attending this debate tonight. I'd like to thank the Stillwater Gazette, the ECM editorial board, Marguerite for moderating this debate, and my opponents. My name is Tony Hernandez, and I'd be honored to serve you, the people and the families in the United States House of Representatives. I'm asking to earn your vote, and I'm asking you to send me to Congress, where I will work diligently with Democrats and Republicans to solve the great problems of our day. Namely, I'll work with others on policies that will create jobs, reduce the national debt, honor our commitments to our seniors and our U.S. veterans, and finally, rebuild the American dream for our future generations. I'm not a career politician. My professional background is in finance and in teaching, and I decided that I wanted to run for office in 2008, and it was Representative McCollum's vote for the Wall Street bailouts that really ignited my political passions, and it's the reason that I'm here with you today. Now, Representative McCollum is going to sit and she's going to try to make the argument that if you vote for me, that somehow I'm going to lead the country backwards. Nothing could be further from the truth. The fact is, the incumbent is supporting the same old policies that are failing Minnesota families on jobs and the economy. She wants to extend the Bush tax cuts. I want tax reform now. She wants to extend the war in Afghanistan. I want to end the war and bring our troops home now.
Steve.
Thank you. And thank you, everybody, for being here and for inviting me and for debating. A neighbor remarked that we have had now more debates than Mitt Romney and Barack Obama, President Obama. That is because the 4th Congressional District is changing, and America is changing. Now, on November 6th, you have an opportunity to send a reasonable and experienced leader, Steve Carlson, into the gridlock. I will solve that gridlock. I understand both parties. I've also learned that you don't always get a chance to address every question, so I want to just address 2 quick questions here that are actually federal issues. The voter ID and the marriage amendment, where I stand. Marriage is a federal issue because this is the first amendment vote to be overshadowed by a president who has decided not to defend DOMA and to politicize Don't Ask, Don't Tell. And voter ID also started in the Florida elections and is a federal issue. And what we're trying to do is to use our paper-based ballot and try to improve it so that we can have shorter lines, quicker voting, and a much more effective system. And I thought that was the stop, but I have more to say. Now, let me just get into the voter ID a little bit. Now, Betty always says, well, I'm fighting for voting rights, but in reality, there's some suppression going on, which I'll talk to you about. McCollum says she wants to fight for voting rights, but her party's setting quotas for blacks and whites. She says she's representing all of Minnesota, but she really represents a Democrat quota. Up here we've always talked about integration, but now we have for quotas all across the nation. So instead of an intelligent conversation, the Democrats use cynical manipulation. Make it count. Let the voters govern. Our democratic system makes you the sovereign. Any kind of gender or racial steering is just another form of social engineering. We need a social system that's just and fair, but a quota system just gives you a musical chair. The Democratic Party doesn't want your idea. They just want you to sit there for the world to see you. And when the party's over and they go back to work, you get to see Keith Ellison go totally berserk.
America wrong or right, you must shine your light. If you would see her fall, don't shine your light at all. With the knowledge to be free, you still need the courage to be. If you would see her through, then it depends on you. You can change your world, you can change your world. You don't have to relive all your history. You can live your own life, live your destiny. You can change your world, you can change the world.
Make it count. Let the voters govern. In our democratic system, you know you're the sovereign. Vote for change. Vote for the Unity Party. In 212, we need America's community party. We still have same-day registration. You just got to go out and find your voting station and vote in the morning and vote in the night. Just vote to set your nation right. Vote for change.